Hey guys, what up? Maryam here. In today's video, I am so excited to be reviewing Urban Decay's latest Naked palette, the Ultraviolet edition. I did receive this palette in the mail, but I am not paid for this review. I'm just a huge fan of the Naked series. I love them all, I collect them all, and I need to find out whether this one is actually worth your time and your money, and also worth my time. You can expect some swatches, a full, honest review, and a verdict at the end, plus a look. So let's get started. Remember to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can see all of my Wednesdays and Sundays videos. And now let's get to it. Urban Decay Naked Ultraviolet. Let's do this. Okay, first time looking at this palette. I just got it in the mail yesterday. And I gotta say, these are really enticing and inviting colors. I am absolutely obsessed with a purple smoky look. In fact, purple is probably, in my opinion, the most wearable color for the lids. So I totally understand why a Naked palette would go the purple route. Anyone can wear purples. If you have blue eyes, green eyes, brown eyes, purples for some reason accentuate all eye colors and they just make them pop. Ironically, I never wear purple clothing and it's actually my least favorite color to wear in clothing. I guess it's because I really like a purple accent. So a purple eyeshadow or purple smoky eye or a purple liner, a hint of purple. It's an accent rather than an overall grapey look. Let's get to some facts. This palette is available online currently on urbandecay.com, Sephora.com, Ulta, Macy's, Nordstrom, in-store and online, and QVC.com. So this palette is bursting with 12 highly saturated purple neutrals, that's what they're saying, that add a powerful pop of color to any eye look. So this is a $49 palette. It includes a dual-ended brush. I like the fact that there are some neutrals in here, some peachy tones, some vibrant purple tones, periwinkle tones, pinkish tones, and even a beautiful teal pearly type of color. Lots of shimmers, some holographic shades, some glittery shades. Let's do some swatches. All right, so I am going to start right here from the lightest shade and work my way to the darkest shade. First one is called Trippin', pretty creamy satin shade. Next one is Mind Slip, except kind of chalky. Definitely a pastel-y, peachy type. Very similar to those ColourPop swatches from the tie-dye collection. Kind of barely there. Next one is Dazed. This is a nice peachy golden tone. We have Hacked, kind of okay, but a really good transition color for all of these purples. Next one is VR. No idea what VR stands for, but she is beautiful. This is a really complex shade, very creamy, glittery, shimmery, super prismatic. Looks kind of bronzy in my monitor, but in my mirror, it's a little bit more multifaceted than that. Right, here comes that teal pearly shade Lucid. That's impressive. Wasn't expecting all that from you. And I would say it's kind of a unique shade that I don't really see too often. Optimized is next. Beautiful pastel, lavender, or perhaps lilac. I actually don't know the difference between the two, but they're both pretty. Next is Warning. This is a very Urban Decay color. I think I've seen it in many of their original palettes. Definitely reminds me of my high school days. Here we have Cyberpunk. Pretty. Like a purple with some interest. Here we have Euphoric. Oh, I just love a good shimmery periwinkle moment. Next we have Purple Dust. It's great. And the last shade is called Digital. Oh, that's a really unique shade. Looks like marooned gunmetal. Wow, pretty nice, huh? Now, as I always say, some colors swatch better than others. Some were a little bit dry to the touch. Others were much smoother. So the feel of these shadows isn't exactly consistent. I'm not expecting them to be, but the color compilation I think is absolutely beautiful. I don't even think you have to take my word for it. It kind of just sells itself. But I haven't tried it yet, so let me hold my breath. First thing that I'm gonna do is apply some primer. I've been using the Fenty Beauty primer, so I'm gonna continue using it. I'm gonna use it on both eyes today because, again, I'm very well familiar with Urban Decay eyeshadows. They're kind of step up from ColourPop shadows in the sense that they're more pigmented. I think they offer slightly better payoff, but they still do require a sticky base. And now let me tell you, Urban Decay eyeshadow formula hasn't really changed or shifted too much in these last few years, but I do realize that makeup trends have changed, and whereas 5, 6, 7, even 8 years ago, pigmentation wasn't as big or as important as it is now, but now that's all we're hearing people talk about. It's gotta have pigmentation in order to be good. I don't necessarily subscribe to that notion, because I don't believe that every single look has to be super duper bold and punchy. I think a wash of color is definitely a look. So I stopped ruling out eyeshadow palettes that aren't so pigmented, according to today's standards. Okay, so for today, I kind of want to go for a very ethereal purple look. I want to do something airy, something very romantical, something just a little easy. You know, that shade Euphoric really stood out to me. This is the color that I want to start off with. I'm gonna pick it up on this medium shadow brush, and I'm gonna start placing that to my center lid, very close to my lash line, just spreading that evenly. I'm going up just above my fold here, so when I open my eye, it's kind of hidden behind the hood. I think this color applied rather well thus far. The more you layer it, the better it applies. Oh, so pretty! Honestly, if you just want to go for a one shadow look, I think this is a color that would look great on just about anyone. It's not too purple to the point where you're making a statement, but it's also neutral enough for a day look. Next, I'm going to take this little precise tip from the included dual-ended brush, pick up the same shadow, and just surround my entire eye with this color, going underneath the tear duct and pushing that color into my lash line. Like that. Oh, so pretty. And that's it, I'm done. Video's over. Just kidding, but honestly, if I wanted to be done right here, I could be done right here. Just slap on a lip gloss, add some mascara, blend out this line a little bit, and you have a look. It's so easy. But for the sake of this video, I'm gonna try to put in an effort. I'm gonna clean off the tip of that brush. And you know what? I'm thinking I wanna try out that purple dust. I'm gonna add that to the outer edge of my lash line, just pulling it up, almost as if I'm creating a wing, but really I'm just darkening that corner, creating some dimension. I'm gonna go back with that Euphoric, just stamp on top to blend it. I'm gonna use my finger. Cute. So cute. All right, a bit of fallout with that darker shade, but it's not sticking to my concealer and to my foundation, which by the way, today I'm using Oma Beauty foundation and concealer. I've been testing out those two formulas and just trying to get a sense for whether I like them or not. It's not an immediate love, I will say it right away. One of those things that I kind of got to get used to. I'm going to take a clean brush. I'm just going to blend out these edges here, aka erase. I really like to use this stiff brush technique to erase anything and blend things out like that. Next, thinking we need something pinky here. So I'm gonna grab this round contour brush. I'm getting to the bottom of the barrel of my brushes because I have not been washing my brushes. I'm just going through my entire collection of brushes, which is why I'm now on the brushes that have no name and no brand attached to them. I'm gonna try to utilize the big giant mirror in this palette because this palette is pretty sturdy, but it's not super heavy, so let's see. I'm gonna dip into the shade called Warning and add just a bit of that pinkiness above my fold. Not too much, just like a wash. Good thing I'm going for a wash because this color is not very pigmented at all. So if you're into pigment, you're probably not going to love this color, but I think for the purpose that I'm using it for right now, it's a pretty good formulation. Again, just surrounding that and giving it that wash. I'm gonna take another clean brush and just clean that up, blend that out, wash it out. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side, just basically surround this whole thing with pink, kind of like layering it over the border and right above my fold, and then just flicking it out at the ends and taking a clean brush, window washing it off, and then I'm gonna go back to Euphoric Periwinkle shade and just stamp it back on, just so that we have a much more smooth transition. Isn't that nice or what? It's just so pretty. I know you've seen this look before, but we gotta bring it back. It's just so feel good, you know? Thinking I need just a pinch more of that pink right here on the outer portion, just to pull out towards the tail end of the brow. All right, so now it's bigger, but it's very wearable, I think. Next up, let's take care of some of that fallout. Not too much, but it's there. Next thing I wanna do is I wanna introduce this beautiful teal. That teal is calling my name. I want it in my life right now, and I gotta get it. So picking up Lucid with a tiny little detailing brush. Oh, this one's for Motives. Has a name. I'm gonna add that to my inner corner. Oh, that's so lovely. That's such a breath of fresh air. It's just what the doctor prescribed. It's making me feel good, making me look better. And also when you feel good, you look better and you exude better energy. You know, guys, I'm all about energy. You can always tell when someone's energy is off. I think I read people very well, which is probably why I don't have many friends. I used to have a lot of friends, but now I just keep the very, very good close friends nearby. Why did I suddenly get deep? You know what I'm trying to say. That is pretty. So basically I'm just layering this Lucid over the center of my lid for a bit of dimension and also just for some interest. Popping that in there. Not as brightly as I did in the inner corner here. Let me try that with my finger. I feel like with the finger it'll be a little more, but it's a faster application. So that's good. I'm just gonna leave it at that. This reminds me of a look that I did on my blog years ago. I'll try to find it, and if I do, I'll pop it up right here. I can't get enough. All right, what else can we do here? Because I feel like we're close to the end. Let's try this shade here called Trippin'. This one was a satiny type of shade. You notice I did my eyebrows a little differently today. Like they're still laminated, but they're very clean on the bottom. I did that specifically so that I can highlight this area here. I really wanted it to be sharp. Yeah, this color is really nice for this purpose. It's not too shimmery, but it's bringing everything together. And it's not competing. Sometimes some of those super shimmery highlighters can compete with the eyeshadow. And in this case, I really don't want that at all. Let's just take a moment to appreciate all that color and all that light and all that goodness that is resonating from these colors. Okay, moving on. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty satisfied at this current moment. I'm thinking I don't want liner. I don't want to take away from the airiness and the lightness of this look, so I think I'm gonna skip liner altogether. I do want to do a lash though, so I think for my lash today, I'm gonna use the Iconic Lights by House of Lashes, which is like a whimsical but very wearable type of lash, so it'll be great for this look. First thing I'm gonna do is apply mascara, waterproof formula this time. Don't want to up this look. Oh, why did I just curl my lashes if I'm wearing falsies? I hate curling my lashes when I wear falsies because then they're so impossible to apply. We're gonna curl the bottom lashes. Alexa, read me the notification.
A shipment has arrived, including pruning shears.
Pruning shears? That must be Lee's. All right, so I'm using this PIXI waterproof mascara, just adding to my lashes, and I'm also pulling my lashes in the opposite direction of growth. I want them to be kind of sparse looking so that they can work with the House of Lashes Iconic Lights. Oh! Did I just mess up? God, I hate when I mess up. Don't worry. When you mess up with mascara, just don't touch it. Just let it dry. And then once it dries thoroughly, you can just flick it off with a spoolie. Then add a little bit more eyeshadow on top to hide it. But don't you dare touch it right now. I also really hate it when I have cat hair in my eye. And then I think that it's an eyelash. And I end up applying mascara to the cat hair. That's sexy. All right, I'm doing the same thing to my lower lash line. I'm just pulling the lashes in opposite directions to make them a little bit more doll-like. Kind of like this. All right, and now for my lash application. I've been liking this Velour Lashes glue. It's really strong. I was even able to do that TikTok hack where you glue your top lip to your mustache to make it look fuller. All right, guys, set that aside and let that dry. Glue on this lash. I'm telling you, it's so much harder to apply lashes after you've curled them. So people with naturally curly lashes, I don't know how you do it. Now I'm gonna remove that little mascara stain. I'm gonna add back the eyeshadow. Maybe I added a little much, so let's make it match. Boom, voila. Here are the eyes. For the lips, I want to do something neutral, kind of nudie, maybe peachy. Yeah, like a peachy nude would be lovely. I am looking at Supernatural from Dose of Colors, setting that aside. I'm gonna pick up this Vents lip liner from NARS on my lips real quick. See, do we want a truffle or rough? Well, since I can't decide, let's just mix them. For the highlighter today, I'm gonna go for this ColourPop Eurotrip highlighter, which is like a pink champagne with a hint of lavender. Pick that up with my finger and just gently glide. And I'm also gonna overlap the eyeshadow just a pinch. See how I'm doing that? Just so that it all works together. Not too much, but just like a hint. I'm gonna curl my lashes one more time with the falsies just to crimp them together. Extra security. Security! Just like that. Oh, yes, that was necessary. All right, you guys. Setting everything in place with my MAC Fix Plus. Letting all that settle. Ooh, maybe I sprayed too much, but it's not too much when you're having fun. All right, you guys, here is the final look. What do we think? Hello. Oh my God, girl. If I'm being perfectly transparent with you guys, this is my personal favorite look that I have done in a long time. So for me, these are my types of colors. This is my type of a naked palette. I'm so happy that they did a purple because in my opinion, purples are very, very wearable and they're very attainable. You can create a neutral look, but a purple neutral look, and it'll work for day or for night. It's one of those really versatile colors that pops against any skin tone, and it just brings happiness and joy to your makeup. At least that is what it did for me. Now, going back to talking strictly about this Naked Ultraviolet palette from Urban Decay, I think this is another Naked hit from Urban Decay. I am a fan of the Naked series. I've loved the original Naked all the way up to Heat, Cherry, and the remake of the original palette. But this one so far is probably the most interesting. It's the most unique, and it's the one that I have been waiting for, if that makes sense. I'm gonna give it 2 ratings. For me, this is a high-hitting palette. This is a 9 out of 10 from me. However, talking strictly about the quality of some of the shadows, I realized that maybe perhaps they're not as consistent as some of the others. Yes, there could be better payoff, especially with this peachy shade that I swatched. Even though I didn't try it on my eyes, I can tell from the quality that could have been better formulated. Even if it wasn't for me, I'd still give this a really high rating, all right? I'll take it a step down just to keep things fair. I'll make it an 8.5. That is my final verdict. That is my story. I'm sticking to it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, this review, swatches, and this look. Let me know if you're gonna try this look. Let me know if you're gonna get your hands on this palette. I love you guys. I will see you in my next video, zooming on out so that you can hit that subscribe button.